in a normal distribution, in a normal distribution, 31% of items, 31% of items, 31% of items are under 45, are under 45, and 8% of items, 8% of items are over 64, are over 64. Find the mean and standard deviation. Find the mean and standard deviation of the distribution. Standard deviation of the distribution. In the bracket, they are given 5 of okay, they are not given in the data. Instead, we can see the table. Next, we go for the solution. So first we have to read the question. In a normal distribution, 31% of the items are under 45. So that means they are given that the probability of x. So what they are given? The probability of x less than 45 is 31%, means 0.31. So next, and what they are given? 8% of items are over 64, means 8% of items means 0.08 are over 64. They are given. Over means greater than, it's greater than 64. This is the given data. And as we know that mu is the mean, and sigma is the standard deviation. This is what we have to calculate. So as we know that Z is a standard normal variate, that is x minus mu by sigma. X minus mu by sigma. So here when x is 45 and when x is 64, that we have to calculate Z. So when x is equal to 45, so Z become, so here we have to substitute x as 45. So 45 minus mu by sigma. 45 minus mu by sigma. So that I will consider as Z1. We don't know mu and sigma, that what we have to calculate. So next we have to find out when x is 64. When x is equal to 64, so that is Z is equal to 64 minus mu by sigma. So that is equal to, we have to consider it as Z2. So that means when x is equal to 45, Z is equal to Z1. When x is equal to 64, Z becomes Z2. So that means we can write that as, when x is less than 45, we can write it as when Z is less than Z1. So they are given it as 0.31. They are given it as 0.31. And so when x is greater than 64 means Z greater than Z2. So they are given it as 0.08. So that I will consider by using the graph itself. As I told you that if you use the curve, it is very easy for us to analyze the problem. So if it is Z1, so less than Z1 means this area we should find out. Okay. So now here greater than Z2. Greater than Z2 means here. So if it is Z2, greater than Z2 means this area. So now we can write P of Z less than Z1 as P of Z less than Z1 as 0.5 plus 0 to Z1. Okay. So we can write that as probability of the response. First I will write here as 0.5 plus probability between 0 to z1. 0 to z1, which is equal to 0.31. Okay, next. So P of z greater than z2 means here we have 0.5. From 0.5 you subtract this area. Okay, you will get P of z greater than z2. So that is 0.5 minus P of probability between 0 and z2. Z lies between 0 and z2, which is equal to 0.08. So this can be written as 0.5 plus this is phi of z1. Phi of z1 is equal to 0.31. So you take this to the RHS. Now we obtain phi of z1 as 0.31 minus 0.5 is minus 0.19. Okay, similarly here you take this to the RHS and you take this to the LHS. 0.5 minus 0.08 is equal to this can written as phi of z2. Therefore, we obtain phi of z2 is equal to 0.42. So now we have to see the table. Now we have to see the table that for what value of z1 you will get 0.19. So that we have to calculate from the table. So if you see the table of normal probability distribution, at the value of 0.5, you will get the approximate value as 0.19. So similarly here, we have to calculate from the table that at what value of z you will get 0.42. So that will be, if you see the table, you will get the z as at the point of 1.4. You will get the value of phi of 1.4 as approximately 0.42. So if phi of z1 is equal to minus phi of 0.5, therefore z1 is equal to minus 0.5. If phi of z2 is phi of 1.4, therefore z2 is equal to 1.4. We got the value for z1 and z2. By make use of z1 and z2, we have to calculate mu and sigma. How to calculate mu and sigma? So here we have that 45 minus mu by sigma is equal to z1. Here I am going to substitute the value of z1. So that is 45 minus mu by sigma is equal to z1 is minus 0.5. Similarly, for the second expression, 64 minus mu by sigma equal to z2, I am going to substitute the value of z2. So that is 64 minus mu by sigma is equal to z2. What is z2? 1.4. Now cross multiply, we got 45 minus mu is equal to minus 0.5 into sigma. We can write this in the equation form by taking minus mu to the RHS. It becomes plus mu. So this is as it is, minus 0.5 sigma is equal to 45. I got one equation with mu and sigma. Come to this one. So it becomes 64 minus mu is equal to 1.4 into sigma. Take minus mu to RHS. 64 is equal to mu plus 1.4 sigma. Now I got two equations with the two unknowns mu and sigma. You solve these two equations using your calculator. You will get the mu value as 50, average, mean. Okay, and sigma means standard deviation as 10. So this is a way we can calculate mu and sigma if they are given the data to calculate. So now we will go for, I think all of you have heard about this problem. We can go for the next problem of normal probability distribution. Take down the next question. In an examination, each and every problem is important. Okay, take down the question. In an examination, 7% of students, 7% of students scores less than 35 marks, scores less than 35%, scores less than 35% of marks, and 89% of students score less than 60%, less than 60% marks. Find the mean and standard deviation if the marks are normally distributed. Marks are normally distributed. First one, it is given that if P of z, probability of z, is equal to 1 by square root of 2 pi integral 0 to z e to the power of minus z square by 2 dz. This is the value of P of z formula. Then, if it is the formula, then P of 1.2263 is equal to 0.39 and P of 1.4757 is equal to 0.43. So this is a given data. Okay, this is June 2018 question paper problem also. So for this given data, we have to find the find the mean and standard deviation. We have to calculate mean and standard deviation. Okay, next. So we have to find out mu and sigma. Mu and sigma will be calculated here. Okay, next. First we have to consider the data what they are given. Probability of, so in an examination 7% of students scores less than 35 marks. Means probability of 35% of marks, that is probability of x less than 35% of marks will be equal to 7%, that is 0.07. And also they are given that probability of less than 35 marks and 89% of students scores less than 60% of marks. So first we have to define x. Let x be the percentage of marks scored by the students. Okay, let x be the percentage. So next, let probability of x less than 60 is equal to what they are given, how much percentage? 89 is 0.89. This is a given data. By make use of this data, we have to find out mu and sigma, and they said in the question itself it is normally distributed. For that we have to consider normal distribution, standard normal variate z as x minus mu by sigma. Okay. Now we have to calculate the z value when x is 35 and when x is 60. So now z is equal to, when x is 35, we don't know mu and sigma, we need to calculate it. So I am going to call this as say z1. So next, when z is equal to 60, that is z is equal to 60 minus mu by sigma. So that I will call it as z2. So, and by make use of this statement, I will write x in terms of z, probability of z less than, then x is 35, z becomes z1. Less than z1 is equal to 0.07 and probability of z less than 16 is less than z2, less than z2 become 0.89. As I told you that in case of previous problem, we have to consider the curve. So if it is a z1, so less than z1 means this area we need to calculate. So and so we have to calculate less than. So here also less than 60 only they are given. So this is the curve what we need to consider, and this is z2. Less than z2 means this area we need to calculate. Okay. So therefore this can be written as 0.5 plus 0 to z1. Probability of 0.5 plus probability of z between 0 to z1. So becomes 0.07. So and second one can be written as this is 0.5 plus 0 to z2. 0.5 plus 0 to probability of z between 0 to z2. 0 to z2 is equal to what? 0.89. 0.89. So now it can be written as 0.5 plus. So this is p of 0 to z1 can be written as phi of z1. Phi of z1 is equal to 0.07. Take 0.5 to the RHS. So phi of z1 is equal to 0.07 minus 0.5. So what you got? Therefore phi of z1 is equal to minus 0.43. Okay, similarly you calculate here. You can write this as 0.5 plus phi of z2 is equal to 0.89, right? You take this to the RHS, therefore phi of z2 is equal to 0.89 minus 0.5. What is 0.89 minus 0.5? That will be 0.39, right? 0.39. So from the data, they are given that we have to calculate it. So for what value of z, we will get 0.43. Here we have 0.43. So p we can take it as phi or a. Okay. So now it becomes phi of z1 is equal to minus phi of 1.4757. So phi or probability or area. Okay. All it gives the same meaning. Phi of z2 is equal to at 0.39. What they are given? 0.39. So for what value of z we will get 0.39? So value of z is 1.2263. So we can write this as phi of 1.2263. So therefore from this z1 will be 1.4757 with minus, and z2 will be 1.2263. Okay. Now substitute z1 and z2 in these expressions. And solve, you will get mu and sigma values. Therefore it becomes, you can take this as equation 1 and this as equation 2 for our reference. Now equation 1 becomes 35 minus mu by sigma is equal to z1 minus 1.4757. Next, take the equation 2. Equation 2 becomes 60 minus mu by sigma is equal to z2 is 1.2263. Now you simplify this. So we obtain, so cross multiply, then take minus mu to the RHS, Then it becomes mu minus 1.4757 into sigma is equal to 35. So here cross multiply this and take minus mu to the RHS. V of time mu plus 1.2263 into sigma is equal to 60. Now solve these two equations with the two unknown simultaneous equations. You will get mu as 48.65 and sigma means standard deviation as 9.25. This is the way we can find mu and sigma for the given data. Okay, thank you all.